Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to all of you into my channel A to Z Therapy with Smriti. This is your host Smriti Sikta Mishra. I am an occupational therapy and clinical psychology student. So come, join me on my journey of becoming a therapist and let's learn together.
So, hello listeners, coming back with the part three of this edition of podcast with Chinmay Poti, who is a fighter and recently has been operated for both of his hips, and he has been suffering from ankylosing spondylitis. And in this episode of this part three, he will be sharing his journey post surgery.
Okay. So, hello. Yeah, I'm audible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
how many physio sessions you were taking post the surgery, and how has life changed all through?
Uh, at first, after the surgery, for the 15-20 days, I was taking uh, a regular physiotherapy sessions
Hmm.
once once a day, and doing my regular exercises 2 to 3 times a day,
Okay.
which were suggested by the doctors. And after that, I the frequency were reduced, and I was taking physio 3 to 4 times a week,
Mhm.
and then now I am taking once or twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and I am taking Reiki session once a week.
Okay. So how
Okay,
did?
and yeah.
Yeah, go on, sir.
So I'm asking Chinmay how much it cost currently and previously post surgery, immediately post surgery, how much it was, because I guess these therapy sessions were not part of the insurance. They're all out of
Yeah,
the pocket expenditure. Yeah.
here the physiotherapy is not quite high pricing. It was
Yeah.
around 100 rupees, 100 in home. It was 300 a session, and after 15-20 days, I was able to drive to his therapy center, and it was costing me around 100 rupees at that time. And
After the recovery, after the operation, immediately after the operation, you are talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was around 3,000 a month you can take
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
for that, and
Physio.
for home visits it was twice the price
Okay.
I was spending than
Five to six
visiting
thousand.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what about Reiki therapy you are taking?
yeah. Reiki therapy, it's costing me around 500 a session,
Okay.
so around 2,000 a month, or you can
Okay.
say.
And you are continuing with the Reiki therapy immediately after surgery?
Yeah, after 1 month.
Okay,
After
okay,
one
and
month,
okay, and does your orthopedic surgeon who operated your hip, he
yeah.
suggested for the Reiki therapy, or you your own is going for the
No,
Reiki
no, no,
therapy?
no. It was my decision to go to Reiki therapy because
Okay,
I I got the
good relief
results
from that.
from that
Okay,
treatment.
mm-hmm.
For the
Okay,
quite
yeah, yeah,
before,
that's definite. Yeah.
yeah,
So moving on, so Chinmay, can you tell me more about the experience post surgery, but in between the two hip replacements? Because I guess one was operated in 2019, another was in August 2020, in the mid of the pandemic. So
yeah.
how was the experience, and what was the duration of gap between the two hip replacements?
It was around 11 months between both the hip replacement. In
Okay.
that period, I was suggested to reduce my weight. Before the first replacement, I was weighing around 100 plus.
Mm-hmm.
I was around 102 kg. So
Mm-hmm.
before the surgery, I was suggested that to reduce you must reduce your weight to get better results from the operation. So I reduced my weight from 102 to around 85 during the operation, and further after first replacement,
Yeah.
I further reduced it to 78 kgs in 3 to 4 months. So I was
Okay.
quite happy with the results. I was only on diet for reduction of weight, but
Okay.
before before second operation, I was suggested that you must start eating bit. You must gain a bit weight, or you may get weakness during the second operation. So I again uh, gained few kgs, around 85. I was during the second operation again,
Okay.
and then now I am unable to reduce the weight at that speed which I was
Yeah. Yeah.
reducing.
Yeah.
So now,
So, okay. And what about your medications? Does there were special medications in between the two replacements? Any special
yeah,
addition from the doctor side? Yeah.
I was suggested an anti-inflammatory and neurovitamins by
Okay.
the doctors, because I was also suffering from PID from right side.
Mm-hmm.
I was having a pain in right side of my leg due to
Mm-hmm.
epidural epidural injection, and you can say anesthesia
Mm-hmm.
that affected a bit on my PID.
Okay. So PID got aggravated post first hip replacement,
Yeah,
I guess. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
No,
So
I
for
was
the okay.
bit of suffering due to limping. I was suffering from PID little bit, but it aggravated, or you can say it increased due to anesthesia effect.
So, tell me more about any more experience and any more kind of thing about PID you have memories other than
Yeah,
the
I was
ankylosing spondylitis.
after first replacement. I was quite doing good, but as it was a pretty late decision to do the operation, because the bone was fully destroyed in the joint part. So it
Yeah.
took me around 45 days to recover to walk on my own. Before that, I
Mm-hmm.
was using a walker for walking,
Yeah.
even to the bathroom also.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I left the walker, and then I continued. Then after some time, when I fully gave fully weight on my operated side, I got
Yeah.
a pain from back towards my right leg.
Okay.
So I consulted with my physio. He told me that it's due to that epidural injection which was
Yeah. Given.
given to
Mm-hmm.
epidural dripping.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Okay.
aggravated my PID.
Mm-hmm. So for the audiences, I guess there was a very much roller coaster ride with Chinmay because he was using a lot of terminologies you are not familiar with. So what he was telling is that before the surgery, he was having a condition called as PID, in which there is, you can say, a disc overlap or a disc lagging behind in the vertebra. So you can say some pain in the spinal cord region. And what happens is that during the operations, especially in the corporate hospital, also in major international settings, for better anesthesia, nowadays the doctors are using epidural anesthesia. So in that kind of epidural anesthesia, what the doctor used to do is that a drip is connected just like a saline bottle, and the patient is given the drip control. Am I right, Chinmay? You're given the drip
Yes, yes,
control as well. Yeah.
yeah,
So just like in the saline, you can control your how much amount you are infusing into your body. The patient can control the dripping of the anesthesia. So by using that mechanism, what happens is that patient has got a customized pain relief. For example, if there are two people and one is having both are having labor pains, and for both of them I prescribe the same medication at the same doses. So one might have a perfect pain relief and the other might have a symptomatic pain relief, but not full pain relief. So by using epidural anesthesia and giving the drip into the hands of the patient, what we are ensuring is that take the control of your pain at your hand and just ensure that you are perfectly fine. By doing so, we are making the operation procedure a very simple and a very pleasant experience for the patient, not that much of traumatic and painful. I guess, Chinmay, you had a great pain less surgery, I guess.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
thinking that I would have a very painful post-surgery experience, but
Mhm.
due to thanks to my doctors and my hospital staff, that
Yeah.
they took very good care of me, and
Mhm.
they were very quick respond to my request, or whenever I got any pain, they would uh, take suggestion from the doctor to what to do or what not to do
Mhm.
for that. And in that in the first operation, they used epidural, and in the second operation they used something like femoral injection,
Yeah.
femoral anesthesia.
Mhm.
uh, I can't remember the
Yeah, no
correct
issues, no issues.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't also feel that I need to explain that to the audience because that will be a lot of medical stuff. Continuing
Yeah.
further, yeah, we can move on. Yeah, Smriti.
Okay. So you were talking a lot about your physiotherapy and a lot of other therapy. So what all exercises you were doing and are currently also doing?
Yeah. Majorly I am doing the bone movement exercises, like joint movement exercises, by all the joints, you can say that. And
Mhm.
majorly I am trying started cycling also.
Mhm.
And after the operation, I am able to ride bikes also,
Okay.
by God's grace.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So you're back on track. Yeah, back on track. Yeah.
before that I was not able to ride bikes properly, but now I can ride bikes also. And sorry.
Yeah.
And uh, I am now I am able to ride cycles also. So
Mm-hmm.
I am doing cycles. I was suggested to do swimming, but due to pandemic, all swimming pools were
Are closed. Yeah, that's the big
closed.
issue. Yeah.
There is also not
Much.
a proper swimming area for me
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
in my
Coming back.
feasible area.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Coming back, any kind of meditation or pranayam or yoga you are doing, breathing exercises, something like that?
Yeah, I am doing breathing exercises also, to uh, help me in respiratory problem,
Mm-hmm.
or you can say that chest exercises,
Mm-hmm.
because
Okay. So,
sometimes
okay.
I can
So,
feel
who has
pain in
suggested
my,
them?
yeah,
Who has
my physio.
suggested them? Okay.
My
Okay.
physio have suggested that,
Okay.
because sometimes I feel pain in my chest bones also,
Yeah.
rib cage also.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps me a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So any diet restrictions you have to follow during the post-surgery period?
Yeah, I was suggested to avoid sour food, not
Okay.
much, but
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Means food like citrus foods, you can say, and
yeah,
pickles and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pickles and those, and also some cold foods like ice cream, cold drinks, that were also I was not to take, and spicy foods,
Okay.
you can say.
Mm-hmm. Any
But
restrictions
after,
on non-veg? Yeah.
no, 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 they didn't put any restrictions on non-veg. They suggested me to eat those proteins like egg
Yeah.
and chicken with less spices.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the main motto because post recovery, we want the patient to have a high proteinous diet because that helps in collagen building and all the recovery process. But Indians love spices. That's the truth. So as doctors, we need to specially mention that no to spices. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're practicing as a physician in the Western countries, you don't need this kind of advice to the patient because they don't use much spices with their food. Yeah, going further, you may talked a lot about your physio because if you can say that in the whole talk we had today, a lot of time your physio came in between. So can you can as a person we can say that all the therapies, be it because going through the replacement surgery was also a part of therapy of this ankylosing spondylitis. He was the center. He was the central
Yeah.
captain, you can say, and he played the anchoring role. And you followed his instructions, and now you're here with a good result
Yeah.
post surgery.
Yes.
Okay. So for the audiences, it's important what rehabilitation is all about, because in India we are still lacking, and I can say some might say that I am defaming the doctors community, but the doctors take a lot of credit for them own. But what I feel is that rehab sector is doing a great, and they need to be given due credit. A lot of thanks to this man. I'm forgetting his name, the physio's name. Can you just repeat?
He is Dr. Samit Kumar Khuntia.
Yeah. So thanks to lot and hats off this person for guiding Chinmay to all this process. And I think he has been a great motivational and mentoring role for you, Chinmay.
Yeah. He is like my elder brother. He helped me like a elder brother to me.
Yeah.
uh, he and my father also. He was a great
Mm-hmm.
support during my operation, pre-operation and post-operation.
Mm-hmm.
And my family supported me a lot
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, definitely.
in going through all these problems. They, I was very much thankful. I am very much thankful to my mother also, mother and
Mm-hmm.
sister, to help me to get through through this mentally and
Mm-hmm.
physically. As
Okay.
at a point of time, I was not able to go to bathroom also.
Mm-hmm.
They helped me a
Yeah.
lot in doing and motivating me to get over my problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how has your family been, how has been your friends been a support to you? You talked a
Yeah,
lot about your family, your physio.
yeah. My friends always supported me by at that time when I was on bed, they used to come and see me, and they used to change my set of mind, and uh, they used to take out of my depression
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that I was facing due to my
Yeah, sorry
non-movement
to yeah,
or
sorry to interrupt, but I must have a say in this. Chinmay is talking about low mood, what the non-medicos called a very calmly that it's depression, but he's not talking about clinical depression. He's talking about
yeah,
low mood surrounded by negativity. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah,
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 it's a big
yeah,
Yeah.
disclaimer.
yeah,
Yeah, go on, Chinmay. Yeah, go on.
yeah. They used to come to my house, and they used to call me. We used to have a video call and all. So they were quite supportive in
Mm-hmm.
in boosting my mood, you can say.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
yeah, absolutely. And it's said that the greatest form of therapy is love and friendship. So it's beautiful that you always had a back as from your family and friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, continuing Chinmay, any particular friends you want to name to thank
Yeah,
them for all the support?
one of the greatest support was Dr. Harprasad,
Okay.
and you can say from my close friends Subrat, Vikas, Avinash, those
Mm-hmm.
Prakash,
Okay.
and many more.
School
You
friends.
can
Yeah.
There are majorly school
Mm-hmm.
friends. You can say they helped me a lot
Yeah, 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 definitely.
during my suffering.
School friends, yeah, yeah, yeah. School friends are
Gem,
okay.
you can say.
Okay. And any kind of teachers whom you have been contact? No teachers.
Uh, yeah, not much.
Okay, okay. Moving on. So Chinmay, what are your future plans now?
Yeah. I have a dream to open a restaurant because I am a food lover and I quite like cooking.
Okay.
Some from past 2 or 3 years, I like cooking, and I used to make different kind of foods, and from watching from YouTube, and also altering the recipes, and also
Mm-hmm.
also changing their way of making to at
Yeah.
my with my experience and all.
Yeah. So from whom you have inherited this? Your father, your mother, or from your sister you have learned this?
Both. My
Both.
father
Yeah.
is a good cook also, and my mother
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
a great cook.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
I forgot to ask. Yeah. Is there any family history of ankylosing spondylitis or any kind of rheumatological disorder in your family in the past?
yes,
Because
yes.
most of the time, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, my mother has been also suffering from ankylosing spondylitis,
Okay.
uh,
So she is
and
also actually B27 positive.
yes, she is
Okay.
also
Positive.
HLA-B27 positive. And
Okay.
mother side, many of my uncles are suffering from this.
Okay.
My mother was diagnosed after I was diagnosed.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So,
Yeah,
how's her condition now? Means how her joints pains, any kind of complaint similar to arthritis?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. Can you just,
she's having major complaints in her knees and in
yeah,
back area.
okay. And any kind of medications she's having now?
Yeah, she's also having some anti-inflammatory and neurovitamins.
Okay, okay. So I hope both of you have a great future ahead. And before that, I will say that Chinmay, you have been a fighter for since long, and I hope you will stand apart and be an example for a lot of fighters who are facing this. So, Chinmay, any special message for the people who are suffering from various elements, chronic diseases, we can say, or any kind of disability, and they feel deserted from the society, as our society, Indian society, is not that much inclusive compared to the West. Any message for them?
Yeah. First of all, I will say that be positive and
Mm-hmm.
have faith in yourself that you can do it.
Okay.
If you will think that I cannot do it, or my operation would make me more more disabled, don't think
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You must try to do
Mm-hmm.
everything. At first, like when I was not able to walk, I always tried to walk to
Mm-hmm.
just from small steps. I started walking with walker, then slowly I folded that walker and kept one side, and then gradually I uh, gradually
Mm-hmm.
I started walking on my own. So like
Mm-hmm.
that, everyone should walk. Sorry, everyone should try. You must try.
Mm-hmm.
If you will say that no, I can't do that, then nothing can happen. You
Mm-hmm.
have to try and stay positive. Yes, the family support is a major thing for this kind of problem.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
always be positive and think that you can do it. And I will say that if you think that I can do it, then you will do it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely. Definitely.
Definitely. Hmm.
Yeah. Shruti, you have any question?
No, no. Yeah, we are good to go.
Okay. So, Chinmay, any message, thanks message to the medical community, because
Yeah.
we have been visiting a lot of therapists and hospitals. So during this pandemic, they have been fighting just like the soldiers. So any
Yeah.
message for the medical fraternity, be it your physio, be it your treating physicians? Yeah.
I'm very thankful for the medical fraternity. I have been visiting in these years. They
Mm-hmm.
have helped me a lot in overcoming my problem, and they
Hmm.
Yeah.
have supported me at their best and given me
Mm-hmm.
a best treatment I could have got. Anyone could have got. And they
Mm-hmm.
were from last around 9 months or 10 months. Uh, they are doing things like a warrior.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
are fighting coronavirus since March. They are
Hmm.
doing work day and night
Yeah,
to help
definitely.
the
It has been
people
a
of.
tough time. Yeah, it has been tough
It's
time.
a tough time for everybody.
Yeah.
So they
Mm-hmm.
are
Definitely.
supporting everyone in a great manner. So I
Yeah,
always thank medical
yeah.
fraternity for their work, and they are just a great warrior for us.
Mhm.
Okay.
They are a shield between the problem of virus and us.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
great example. Yeah. So that's it. I hope the audience will learn a lot from Chinmay, and it was a great experience having a talk with such a fighter and a school friend of mine. Because here I'm not sharing a platform like a friend. Here I'm playing the role of a founder of a organization which has a vision to change things, be it the field of rehabilitation, be it bringing the integrative medicine into perspective. So before signing off, three things to summarize. Just you as listened that Chinmay has got all through this rehab therapy, be it Reiki, be it acupressure, be it physio, and he stressed a lot upon physio. So you guys should not undermine the role of physiotherapist and other rehab practitioners. Also, the kind of mental support and kind of mental strength he showcased, it speaks volumes about him. And as I mentioned about his academics, he studies are less but performs highest. So just have a correct spirit. And last but not the least, the message from my side, just like he's carrying a smiling face, and he boldly stated when I asked about his future plan that he's going to open up a restaurant. You guys need to be that much motivated that yes, you're going to change the world, because how you see, that how the world sees you. That's all. This is signing off. Thank you for listening and watching this episode of podcast.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Harprasad and Smriti.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
So these are some of the pictures from the whole life of Chinmay, and just see how his life is unfolding. And he's a great hustler as well as a struggler, and definitely a champion. Recovering from the hospital after 2 major operations, and as they say, the support system, the family. Some messages: Gaurav Naik, Rahul Jaina sharing his messages, and this is Swapnil, Akash sharing his wishes, our teacher Aparna ma'am, Siddharth wishing Chinmay. Here is Sarvajit, and in the end we have Swaroop Rath. So from the whole team of MH India, we wish Chinmay a fast recovery from the 2 major operations and a good life ahead. Thank you very much for featuring in our official podcast.